Well, I suspect some are wondering what I'm doing here. I just got stuck. Got myself dug out. I thought I could get stuck in those deep drifts, so I just eased into them. Yeah, climbed up and got on top of the drift. So, got backed out, turned around. But what I'm trying to do here, my bigger picture is, I've got 3 days left. Got my Montana elk tag, got my Montana deer tag. Due to COVID and other things, I had to cancel my hunt to Oregon with my son, Matthew. So I told my wife I'm going to take these 3 days before Thanksgiving, drive to the end of the road, which is where I'm at right now. See what I can do. I carry too much stuff. But if you're going to film yourself, you need a tripod and a camera and a microphone. And if you're going to kill an elk, you need game bags and knives and rope if you're all by yourself. You need some food. Kind of like the minimum of survival items. Guess I just need a lot of stuff. This is some of the most hard-packed snow I've ever walked on. There's deer tracks on top of the snow. Amount of weight per square foot of a deer hoof got to be pretty high. Wonder what it'll be like if I got to pack extra weight in the form of elk quarters out of here. Trying to get out of this thick timber, out to these broken edges here. That's where the elk will be if they're going to be here. Good news, I just found a pullover here. Well, I just walked over the edge there where I can see the fence a bit better. It's about 200 yards out of private. The bull is bedded there. I'm gonna go check some of these other spots while I've got daylight and good glassing conditions. See what I might find. Maybe I'll work up this way. Maybe I'll see some others from a different angle. Can glass all of this down below me here. See some whitetails running around in the brush, but I'm not inclined to pack a whitetail. 800 feet up to the ridge and then another 2.5 miles to the truck. Which seems kind of stupid. That'd be easier than packing an elk. But I'm gonna start trucking back up that way. Hopefully some elk start coming out. That one that I saw is on private. If he would feed up this way a little bit, that would be fair game. So I want to get up there before too late. Always steeper than you remember coming down. Discouraging. This went on a 2-hour hike. Made a big loop, followed the property boundaries for the most part. see a fresh elk track. Seen one elk. He's here and he's down on private. Got about an hour left. I'll keep looking. When the sun goes down, you know it. You really know it. Interesting. I walked in about 5 or 6 hours ago, and there's a mule deer track in my track. Huh. Doesn't look like a big one. Oh well. Now for the pull out of here. You got this steep post-holing, snow-infested deadfall. And then mostly downhill except for the last little bit. Nice half moon. This pack is way too heavy. Got all this production gear, spotting scope, spare batteries, tripods, got the killing stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'm very smart. Cool backdrop behind me. Beautiful Montana mountains. I gotta hoof it. Gotta get going. Till I get to the truck, I think that's it. Pretty mild temps today. 6:23 in the morning and it's 25 degrees. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the truck up this hill. That's always a challenge. Once you get snow and it gets packed and icy, so I'll probably be hoofing it. I don't know if that sunrise shows up, but it's a beautiful sunrise. Fingers crossed, today's a better day. Just about there. Well, here. Looks good. Just need to find Big Hank. Or Hank. He doesn't even need to be Big Hank. Just Hank. That'll work. Beautiful sunrise. Well, I got a group of 3 bulls way over here about 2 miles away. I'm going to try to get them on the camera, and I'm going to have to see what they do. They're up on their feet. One's bedded, 2 are up feeding. So, they're on public. I got to dodge around a bunch of private to get there. But before I got too excited, I should have checked my map. They're about 300 yards over on private. Damn. Dang it. But I'm going to keep an eye on them all day. You never know when they're gonna come this way. If they go that way, like to the right of the viewer of the camera, so there's a jog like this, and they're right here. So if they go this way, they're on public, or if they come closer to me, they're on public. There's this little notch, like a quarter section that crazy. What are the odds of that? Oh well. I'm gonna wait them out. Wait them out. Wait them out. Couple mule deer does down here. 2 more bulls have just come out of the timber, so now there's 5 of them out there. 1 6-point, and all the rest of them are 5 points. I've been walking around this ridge, glass in every direction. I just found 2 more bulls way out here. They aren't as big as one of the ones over here with the group of 5. I'm gonna keep watching, maybe there's more. Got decisions to make now. Those bulls fed into the timber. I looked at my map, I'm about 90% sure that they're on public. So I got a long hike to get over there. Got some mule deer rutting around right down here. That'd be easy pack out. But I think I'm gonna sort my pack of what I need, what I don't need, and stash a bunch of gear. And then I'm gonna go on a long hike. Try to get to where those elk disappeared into the timber. And be there this afternoon. I don't know what else to do, because these other 5, they're feeding the wrong direction. They're going further into private. And yeah, the biggest bull of the 7 is in this group that's on private. But you know what? At this point, I'm I'm not that worried about it. These 2 bulls over here are both 5 points or small 6 points. I'd take whatever right now. So time to saddle up. Here's a mule deer buck that is kind of lucky that I have an elk tag, and I don't want to be distracted right now. But if he comes any closer, I might have to get distracted. See what he does. Those elk all fed into the timber, so it's not like I'm in any big hurry. That's not going to be an opportunity until this afternoon. So I know some people are going to think I'm crazy for doing this, going after a mule deer when I have an elk tag and a spotted elk, but the elk fed into the timber. They're not coming out until this afternoon, so I'm not just going to hike over there and wait for them all day if I got a mule deer tag in my pocket. And actually it's a big bodied buck. I think he's a 4x3 or a 3x3, I can't tell for sure. But I think he's one of those bucks that this is as big as he gets. Probably always going to be a 3x4 or 3x3. If he keeps coming the direction he is, it's almost too good to be true, so I'm gonna at least give it an hour here. And over here, and those deer, they stayed over on that private, and then they snuck into those trees there. Just kind of sitting here, seeing if they come out. And now I can look over to where those elk were, the other 2 that I saw this morning, and where they went. I took them on private also. Dang. pack up, head back. I got about a 2-hour walk. By the time I jog and zigzag all the places I gotta go, and one place I gotta drop way down to go around some private. So by the time I get up there, it'll be good glassing time again. Just about back to my glassing spot. Dang it. I just need to catch out one lucky break. Have some elk be on public. So far, haven't got that break. But anyone watching this knows that that's how it goes sometimes. Right now, I've got the smaller camera on this elk over here. Those ones that were bedded up on those rocks that I hiked up to. They're up. One of them's feeding, and he's feeding further into private, which is kind of what I expected. They're feeding into the wind, just like elk normally do. Dang. What we needed was a southwest wind today, not a northwest. Southwest, they maybe would have angled on the public, but not right now. Dang it. When the sun starts going down, it gets chilly, especially with the wind blowing. Got about maybe 20 minutes left where the sun's behind the mountain. Dang it. Thought today was going to be the day. As long as I got one day left, there's still hope. Still a possibility. I love these Sitka blizzard mittens. The only thing it needs is right about here. It needs a swatch that you could peel off, like something soft, so you can take all those snot sickles and get rid of them. Any pair of mittens worth its salt needs a good snot swab. You all know what I'm talking about. Final day. Is it? This is what's left of my season. I've got too many other obligations. I got to get to Arizona. I got to spend some time with my wife. She's been putting up with me being gone for about 90 days. How she puts up with it, I don't know. But darling, I love you. This operation would come to a screeching halt if not for Kim Newberg. When you know it's your last day, pretty easy to give it a hard push. I know there's times where you almost think, man, I should just bag it. This isn't working. I should just give up, blah, 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 blah. That's the time for me. That's when I put my foot on the gas. Is when it really seems like everything is down the drain. For me, that's when I give her the onion, as it used to be said back in the day in my family. But, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give her the onion. And maybe there will be an elk that wants to be a YouTube star. And maybe there won't. But either way, we're going to give it our best. I got to be home tonight. I am loading out. this big push here. I think 3 of these are part of the group of 5 from yesterday. Could be wrong. Yeah, I see a 4th one now. The big question is, what do they plan to do? Are they just going to go bed in some of that close timber? Or are they going to go all the way around? If they go all the way around, it's private again. So I just got to wait and see what they're going to do. I watched them disappear into the timber and over the other side. And who knows where they're going to bed. But I know this, where they disappeared to, was definitely private. What to do? I don't know. Guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Well, using my map and all these other features and where I hiked into yesterday, I know where that bull is bedded right now. He's about 100 yards onto public. But my only approach is from the east, because I can't come in from the west or the north because that's all private. If I come in from the south, I got to get up to his elevation, and I can't do that. He'd see me. So I'd have to come up behind this ridge from the east, and if I shoot and he doesn't drop right there, if he goes 100 yards to the west, he's on private. Not gonna take a chance like that. I know some people are like, "You're crazy, man." I just don't. I respect private property that much that I'm not gonna do a deal like that. I'm gonna watch him. Maybe he comes down off that, because the sun's gonna get up high. When the sun gets high, he's either gonna go over the other side and bed there, which will put him heavily into private, or he's gonna come down that string of timber and he's going to come further into public. So some would say I have a 50-50 chance. I think it's probably less than that, because for him to take that string of timber down into public more would put him further into the sun. I doubt he's going to do that. I suspect he'd probably want to roll over the other side. But then we're going to have a west wind today. So when there's a west wind, they like to bed on the east side. So maybe I do have a 50-50 chance. So I'm hedging my bet right here. I've got 2 options. I don't know which one's going to pan out, or if either of them will pan out, but straight to my north, I saw 4 bulls this morning. There could have been a 5th one, because yesterday there were 5 bulls in that group. And the one with the broken tine, the biggest one, or the broken main beam, I didn't see him. So I don't know if he got into the timber before I even located him or what. And then there were 2 bulls over here to my west, kind of west-northwest. And well, now that the sun's up, the one bull that was bedded in the sun got up and moved over to the other side, and they are 100, 150 yards from private, and they might be on private now. But I'm going to sit here until this afternoon and see if those ones to my north start feeding out. Okay, I'm going that way. or if the ones from the west come over and roll back onto public. Because if they come over that ridge and down into that good feeding area, then they'd be about 300-400 yards on the public, and they'd have to go up a really steep slope to get back to private. So I'd feel comfortable shooting them, but I'm not going to shoot them right on the spine of a ridge where if they go off the other side, they're on private, especially when my only approach is from the southeast. That's really the only way I can go at them, because if I come from the southeast and they're here and it's private to the west, that's the direction they're going to go when I shoot. So, these ones here, if they come out south or southeast, there's no worries. They got to jog around some private to get there, but no issues at all with where they'll be. Just whether or not any of them come out. But if I shoot one, I'm not getting home tonight. I'll be here. If I shoot these ones over to the west, I'll be here till Christmas packing that thing out of there. I don't know why that thought even enters my head. Why would I entertain such a stupid concept? Because that's what elk hunters do. We're not all there. Might take a nap in the sun though. Got myself tucked right here behind this lip of this ridge. I could lay down, let the sun hit me. That sounds like a good idea. I'll do that. Well, I've got 3 bulls that just fed out, and they're definitely on public. So I'm gonna get on my pony. I got about 1.5 miles to loop over there, but they're not very big. They're all, one's a raghorn and the other 2 are 5 points. But you know what? In a situation like this, I'll take what's given. I'll go from there. I don't know what spooked them, but those bulls just took off and running. I was sitting here in these trees watching them, and they looked at something up the hill, and now they're moving west. I gotta just hang out for a minute or 2 to see what they're gonna do, because right now they're 1,000 yards away, and I was gonna make a big loop and get above them, but I don't know. They're coming. They're going zigzagging all over the place. So got about 2 hours, I think. I'm gonna see what they do. Well, I thought those 3 were gonna be our lucky break. Down to the last 50 minutes, and it's gonna take a really lucky break. I mean a break so lucky, like one's gonna have to walk right over here and try to run me off. I don't know what spooked those 3. Maybe they're just skittish because of the wind. They'd run, they'd feed a little bit. Run some more, feed a little bit, but not like run, just I need some luck, folks. If you got any luck, I hope that it comes my way. I'll pay you back some other day.